Hello, everybody. My name is Lauren Byrne, and I'm the Assistant Commissioner of the MIAA, and I'm super excited to be here with Sean Pauley from Alma College. Sean, how are you today?
I am doing pretty well today. The weather's great in Alma and, just having a pretty good day all around.
I love to hear it. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I am currently a senior at Alma College. I run cross country and track for the school, and I'm studying new media studies here.
Obviously, you've been involved at Alma and in the MIAA for 4 years now. What's your favorite part about competing in the MIAA? Like, who are some of your favorite rivalries? What are your favorite events to compete in? Stuff like that.
One of my favorite parts about competing in the MIAA is just kind of the variety of events I've gotten to compete in at my time here. I started out freshman year not really knowing what events I was going to compete in. So I actually started running the 800 at first and the mile as well. But I eventually started transitioning to longer distances and track until I eventually ran the 10K last year, which is now my favorite event, which is kind of crazy. So kind of dipped my toes in most of the distance events. And yeah, cross country is just kind of fun all around, getting to challenge myself and do some of the tougher courses too. That's always fun.
Your coach mentioned that you came out of high school with a personal best 5K time of 18:49 and then ran 15:47 on the track last spring. I mean, that's over a 3-minute time difference since high school. I'm not a runner at all, so tell me, how on earth do you train for something like that, to train to have that 3-minute difference?
Yeah, that was honestly super crazy to think about because I only ran 1 year in high school and I honestly didn't even think I was going to be able to run in college. But yeah, my coach, he kind of was willing to invest the time in me and was willing to help me train and stuff. So I just was really grateful for that opportunity and I put in the work. So sophomore year, for example, I was running like 80 miles a week, just trying to get myself into shape and start working my way up there. And yeah, just kind of put in the work in practice, but also outside of practice too. I really enjoy bicycling, and that's really a good way for me to kind of build my aerobic fitness even further outside of practice.
What does it mean to you to be a Division III student athlete?
I think that being a D3 student athlete is super great because one, it gave me the opportunity to compete in the first place. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to compete here. But because this is a D3 school, my coach was willing to take a chance on me, help invest the time into me. And he really allowed me to compete in this sport, which I now love so much. So honestly, D3 means kind of everything to me because it allowed me to compete and find the love I have for cross country and track.
You mentioned that you like bicycling. What other hobbies do you have outside of that, outside of studying and running?
Yeah, so again, I kind of mentioned before, I'm a big cycling fan, that I kind of enjoy. But I also dip my toes into programming a little bit. I taught myself this summer and I kind of work a side gig designing games for different places. So I'm currently working with the Grand Rapids Public Museum doing game design work over there. So that's kind of a fun side gig / hobby that I have.
Your coach also mentioned that you are a 4.0 student. How do you manage to balance cross country with athletics and maintain that GPA?
Yeah, I honestly haven't found it like they really conflict at all. I just kind of make sure to compartmentalize, like during the day, kind of invest my time in my studies, doing my homework and stuff. But then once 4:30 hits, that's practice time for us. I can kind of put that aside, take a little bit of a mental break and go for a run, which really helps me kind of refresh and actually makes it a little bit easier to go back to studying once I get back to my room and preparing for the next day. It really gives me a chance to mentally refresh a bit. But yeah, just kind of making sure I compartmentalize and put all my energy towards both my studies and my sport. So that's kind of how I've been able to manage it so far.
I like closing out each interview with kind of a fun question. So what is your favorite gift that you have ever received?
Ooh, that's actually a really good question. I honestly would say the gift that's probably given me the most amount of joy, especially for the past 2 years, was again getting my dad's old bicycle because again I have found a big love for cycling. And yeah, that bike is older than I am. My dad used it when he was in grad school, and he was like, "Here, Sean, you want to go biking on the trail? Here's my old bicycle." So that's been a great gift for me, and I've been really making the most out of it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Sean, for taking the time to speak with me today, and good luck to you and your team.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.